So, I do apologize for audio crackle that's going to happen here. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with the emulator and the audio settings. But for now, we're just going to have to deal with it, unfortunately. But yeah, the totally real PSP I'm playing on, absolutely 100% legit. Alright, so, where we left off last time was we went and traveled from Arlia to Cross to meet with the king. We arrived, it was late at night, the castle was closed, so we had to stay with Reina's aunt Rachel, who gave us a free room at the inn. And now we're, getting ready to head back on into the castle town. North to the castle, left the city west, right the city east. You can always hit an enemy if you attack from behind. Knowing this little tip can really make life easier. If you want to sell to Eluria, you should go from Kurik. If you want to sell to Liquor, you should go from Harley. Obviously applies to your capture card, but when Elgato crackles, I briefly change the audio settings to something else and change it back, and the crackle stops. Oh, so, good advice, actually, but, unfortunately the issue seems to be with the emulator itself. Grr. Oh, not a happy dog. Grr. Yeah, unfortunately the crackle seems to be with the emulator, so that's something I'm gonna have to figure out off-screen sometime. I tried a few different things here before streaming tonight, but nothing I did really seemed to resolve the issue. There's an auction going on today. I bet everyone's gonna try to get that map. Did you see that symbologist with a great bod? I wish I'd at least asked for her name. The best way to deal with threats like the Sorcery Globe is to not go anywhere near them. Oh shoot, I'm gonna be late for my date. I heard that the king was looking for some adventurers. You find nothing but first-class weapons and armor here. Yep, that is upgraded equipment. Let's see. Get what we can... I'm gonna hold off for a second, actually. Because we'll get some extra money here to spend, and there's some gear that we can loot in some places. Hello there, I still have plenty of stock left. Very important that he has those resurrection elixirs. We'll have to be back. We'll come back for them later, I'm sure. This is a skill guild, which, if we remember from our Star Ocean 1 stream, is just where we get our skills from. These I am going to go ahead and just buy now. We do have some skill points. So, a little bit of a confession. I did do some stuff off stream last time. Specifically, what I did was I restarted the game until I got a Claude with nimble fingers. I'm going to need this for just a little bit of shenanigans later. I'm not going to be doing a lot of pickpocketing throughout the game. Nimble Fingers is really good for the pickpocketing skill. It increases your success rate from pretty much impossible to, okay, maybe it will work. And there is a specific item from an NPC that only appears in one private action that I want to acquire. And then I can use it again later for something, but for earlier in the game, there's one NPC I want to be able to pickpocket, and that's the only time I'm going to pickpocket until much later in the game, because I don't want to affect my relationship values with my allies too much. There's some debate about whether or not private actions will protect you from bad relationship values, but really to do a lot of pickpocketing anyway, you gotta do a lot of save scumming, and I kinda don't want to bother wasting time doing that on stream. Unfortunately, it does mean that that Reina, who already comes with level 2 cooking as soon as the game starts, doesn't have taste. So she can cook, but she doesn't have a good sense of taste, so she can't cook well. She does start with love of animals, though, which is nice. Yeah, like before, though, I'm gonna start, she tries, bless her, yeah. Like before, though, like in First Departure, I'm gonna start saving my skill points until I can get Determination, and I'm gonna power level that first. So I probably could have got away with not buying those skills because none of them have Determination, and I just spent all my money, but yeah, whatever. We're gonna live with my mistakes. It's just a rumor, but I heard that the Prince of Cross ran away from home. Give me a second here. I'm noticing something else with my audio that I want to try. Okay. I think I noticed those poppings you were talking about last stream, Rukix. I was seeing like a little bit of a weird pop happening on my mic. I just enabled a noise gate to see if that will resolve that issue. Let me know... Oh! Thanks for stopping by to say hi, Took. Have a good night. But yeah, Rukix, let me know if there's any other issues with my audio. I think what I just did might have resolved those poppings that you were hearing last stream. There'll still be the in-game crackling, unfortunately, but... This is the reception counter for all tax payments. This isn't what we want.
This is the front desk for the audience chamber.
This is the place. I'll write our names in for you.
Ah, I see you're here on behalf of Mayor Regis of Alia.
Yes, sir. I'd like to have an audience as soon as possible, if I may.
Very well. If you could kindly wait until I make the arrangements.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome to look around the castle until the time comes.
That would be great, thank you. We're in, Claude.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead and have a look around the castle. The castle is really large, so there's always a lot of cleaning to do. Would you like to meet Princess Rosaria? She's a very beautiful lady. Wooden shield. Equipment lizard. Leather helmet. One of these days I'll remember to properly turn that off. How am I supposed to know what to shop for if they can't decide on the menu? What should I cook today? Yeah, we know the drill with Ewiz. Yeah, we know the drill, but that doesn't mean I remember to turn it off. Your turn is coming up. Please head to the foyer to go up the main stairway. Have you heard? They still haven't found Prince Clauser. I hope nobody outside of the castle staff hears about this. They hope nobody outside of the castle staff hears about it. They say in front of strangers. His Highness, the Prince, is currently recuperating elsewhere in the kingdom. Money. Welcome to Cross Castle. Please enjoy your stay here. Princess Rosaria is a lady of remarkable kindness and generosity. Prince Clauser, however, doesn't seem to appreciate her at all. Oh, I'm sorry. You look so much like our prince that I thought you were him for a moment. For a second. The king tends to relax in this room when he doesn't have any meetings to go to. Ah, another nice day. Wow, I wish my home was this big. I wanted an audience with Prince Clauser, but they told me he's sick. Welcome to Cross Castle. Your turn is coming up. Please go up the stairs guarded by the 2 soldiers. Hey, it's our turn. Actually, it looked like a war room rather than a dining hall. Your turn has come up. Please enter.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Just remember to be careful.
Pardon me.
It is an honor, Your Majesty.
Ah, it's you, Reyna. It has been a long time, hasn't it? I can hardly recognize you. You've grown to be even more beautiful than what I've heard from Regis.
I'm glad to see you in good spirits, sire.
I'm fully covering Reyna's face. Whoops.
Oh, there's no need for formalities, Reyna. What can I do for you today?
Get a scooch out of the way a little bit.
Yes, sire. We have begun to conduct an investigation into the sorcery globe. As part of that, we were wondering if Your Majesty could give us whatever information on the globe and its properties that you currently possess.
Heavens, you're the one conducting this investigation?
Yes, sire, and we are treating the job with as much resolve and determination as it deserves.
Well, if that be the case, then it wouldn't do to hold anything back from you. I don't need to remind you of all the earthquakes and volcanic eruptions that have occurred worldwide lately. However, the exact cause of this activity remains a total mystery even to us.
Have you given any thought to the idea that the sorcery globe is behind all this?
Well, without some kind of evidence to back up that theory, it is difficult to be 100% sure about anything.
And that was the option, the cataclysms occurring in this world. The current state of El Kingdom.
I hear that people and monsters are fighting a pitched struggle in El Kingdom territory at present. Unfortunately, few details have been given on the scope of the battle or the number of casualties incurred as a result.
Are there any ships right now that can take us to El?
There are, but they have been strictly regulated. Wild rumors have a way of spreading quickly during wartime, needless to say.
And the nature of the sorcery
I'm
globe.
afraid we know very little about the machinations of the sorcery globe ourselves. Or rather, it would be more accurate to say we know nothing at all.
Haven't you sent a team to investigate it?
I have, but unfortunately, any hope for their return seems to have perished at this point. To sum up the current situation, despite all our best efforts, we have failed to obtain even a trace of information about the sorcery globe.
I see.
That's why we've decided to enlist the help of any willing adventurers in the area.
That explains all of the adventurers we saw in town.
I hardly need to remind you, Reyna, that your investigation into the sorcery globe is an extremely dangerous endeavor. If it were up to me, I would sincerely suggest that you call off this investigation immediately.
Don't worry, I'll be all right. I have Mr. Kenny on my side here.
Oh, so you have that much faith in his strength. In any case, it looks like you could do with some better equipment.
Here, His Majesty has granted you a travel permit, along with a small parting gift.
$600 fall acquired or received. Travel permit acquired. Yeah, I made myself a little smaller to not block Reyna's face.
But Your Majesty!
At least not as much.
Please, take it. It's a perfectly fitting payment for helping us root out the cause of this cataclysm.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty.
If you're traveling to the El Kingdom, the interim transport ship departing from Kurik would be best.
We appreciate your generous support, Your Majesty. I hardly even opened my mouth.
It's not just you. Even I felt like I had butterflies in my stomach.
Alright, so now we are to head to Kurik to take a boat to El.
What is the meaning of this? I believe I procured this fair and square.
What the hell are you talking about, lady? You practically stole it from me!
Stole? Exactly when did I partake in something anywhere even close to stealing?
Enough of your crap! Hand it over or you're dead!
Wait a minute. I can't just let this go on.
Claude?
Hmm?
Who the hell's this little brat?
Hey, you! That's no way to speak to a lady, you know.
What was that?
Let's be a little more civilized here, all right?
Are you talking to me, kid?
If I recall correctly, you were gonna fight me, not this little boy.
What? I'll kill you, you little...
If you want to pick a fight, you'd best choose your opponents more carefully. Not that I'm particularly enthralled with getting in a fight over something I didn't do.
You're gonna pay for this!
Hopefully that taught him something. I must thank you, my boy. You were quite the courageous one.
Yeah, he was just a recolored Howling Sprite.
Boy?
Your bravery has struck a chord inside of me. Truly brilliant.
It was nothing.
You're blushing, Claude.
By the way, are you the couple who had an audience with the king earlier?
How'd you know that?
I just happened to be on a tour of the castle at the time, and I overheard some guards gossiping about two people who got special permission to jump ahead in the king's schedule.
And you realized that was us?
I wondered what made that pair so special, so I sneaked into the throne room to find out for myself.
That's impressive.
I have some information that I believe you will appreciate. Without going into too many details, I just happened to get my hands on this map from an auction that I attended not long ago. Supposedly, this map shows the way to an ancient treasure hidden inside a certain cave. Would you be interested in joining me as I explore the cave?
We really don't have time to go treasure hunting right now.
Oh? Are you sure? You might uncover a hint or two related to your own goal. Well, would you like to come along?
Alright, what do we think, chat? Should we stick to our plan? Or should we take this little diversion? Rukix really wants us to go. Llama says adventure. Apricot thinks we should just go. Alright, then let's go.
An ancient treasure. Maybe it'll provide me with some leads. Sounds like fun. I'll take the offer.
Fun fact, no matter how many times you deny, you end up having to accept the offer anyway. She will not take no for an answer.
Ah, I knew you'd come around. My name is Celine Jules. I'm a treasure hunting enthusiast. Now then, let me show you the map one more time. See this? First, we'll set off for the Cross Cave, which lies east of Cross.
Cross Cave? You mean that natural cave? Everyone knows that place.
Indeed, it's the very one.
I would have thought that anything worth excavating in there was long gone by now.
Well, supposedly this map just recently came to light for the first time.
Wow.
Right. Let's make sure we have all the equipment we need before we depart.
I could get used to having you two around.
I'm not feeling very good about this.
Did you say something?
Me? No. Let's go.
Treasure map acquired. Well, we have less money than we did whenever we first came into town, so... Because I bought those skills when I didn't need to. I'm gonna buy a padded helmet, which will open up Claude's leather helmet for Celine. Some armor for Claude. Already picked up a wooden shield. We'll get a pair of boots for Reyna. Yeah. Pair of boots for Reyna. Iron greaves for Claude. Because, you know what? He has leather boots right now. Let me see if I can put those on Reyna. I can't remember. Oh. Nope, she cannot equip the leather greaves. So yeah, we'll get her a pair of boots. Okay. Off all my old stuff. I am super broke. Alright, let's go. Oh, wrong button. You didn't see that. All that was the save state screen. Exactly. You didn't see anything.
We got enemies!
We can win this! I hope. That's
was
one for
pretty
us.
weak.
Here they come!
We better be careful!
Well, I'd say that's worth
win.
10 out of 10.
The enemy, is it?
We better be careful!
That's one for us.
Yeah, now we're just exploring Cross Cave on a treasure hunt.
You ready for this?
We can win this. I hope. That was easier than I thought.
Ooh, great!
I know it makes the game so much easier, but one of the biggest reasons I wanted to play the PSP version was because of that 3-hit combo for the character you control.
We got enemies!
Seems like a fight is in order.
Well, I'd say that's worth
you.
10 out of 10.
Remember to wipe your shoulders off when you fight the worms, never know when the eggs will get on you.
Power!
Another fun fact, Meteor Palm was called is the same as Palm of Destruction in First Departure. You know, just one of the key moves from one of the signature killer arts from his mom.
The enemy, is it?
We can win this! I hope. Meteor! Paw! Air slap! Meteor! Ooh. Yeah! Yeah! Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it's always looked like a rocking horse to me, and I'm always confused why it's here.
Be careful!
Seems like a fight is in order.
Meteor! Palm! Meteor! Palm!
Like Air Slash, it has different
easier than I thought.
it has different effects depending on whether you're close or far from the enemy. When you're far, you run forward and throw that burst of energy. When you're close, you throw out a multi-hit attack instead.
Here they come!
The enemy, is it?
Air slash!
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah! That's one for us!
Excellent!
There's no way around it, I guess.
Be careful! That was easier than I thought.
When did they...
How did they surround us?
Take this! That was easier than I thought. Here they come!
You ready for this?
That's one for us.
Win. Careful now!
Oh no! Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Convenient catching both there.
Very nice.
Laser beams, nice. Kind of wish, I don't know. Is there any questions chat has or anything? I feel like I'm not talking much this stream.
When did they...
Be careful, everyone!
I know it's just another, dungeon thing, so...
Take this!
Laser
Ooh, Reyna.
That's one for us.
Weak.
The power!
Excellent!
That is a huge
We got
skelly.
enemies.
We can win this! I hope.
Something, nope. I am not going to do that.
They were
That's one
just
for
way
us.
too weak.
I have like 3 viewers right now, but I'm sure it would still somehow summon someone out of the woodwork to cause a
The
fight.
enemy, is it?
Be careful!
Fight me. That's a very unfair fight.
Wow, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Yeah, no, exactly. My money would also be on Apricot.
The enemy, is it?
Pretty sure I'm heading backwards right now. I just want to make sure I get all the treasure chests and secret rooms and everything.
Wow, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
You're not talking politics. How old was I when I first played this game? I was...
We got enemies!
Be careful!
11, I want to say. It's either 10 or 11. So, it was... It was either late 1999 or early 2000, so it's been a very long time. I had done a lot of, like, chores and stuff at home, and saved up money because I wanted to buy myself a PS1 game. I wanted a video game.
We got enemies!
Seems like a fight is in order.
So I saved up a bunch of money, and I went into a Funko Land. Had no idea what I wanted to buy. Just going in completely blind. I wanted to buy a video game for my new PS1. And I went into a Funko Land and I started looking through games, and there was a game called Unholy War, which from my understanding is not a very great game. But 10-year-old me saw the monster on the screen. Yeah, 10-year-old me saw the monster on the front cover and was like, oh my god, I gotta have this game. And so, went up to the counter, and I will forever be thankful to this nameless Funko Land employee. This guy at the counter was just like, yeah, I don't think this is a good game for you. Here, why don't you try this one? And instead he pointed me towards Star Ocean: The Second Story. And was like, yeah, this one here, it's like, you can get like 80 hours. Oh, hi Sayaka. It's like, yeah, the game, you can get like 80 hours of gameplay, and there's like 80 different endings, and 2 different characters you can play, 2 discs, and it's like, and he's like, hey, it's the same price as Unholy War, so it's more game for the same amount of money. I was like, oh, I like more game, so I let this guy talk me into buying Star Ocean: The Second Story instead of Unholy War. And the course of my life was forever changed. And I know it's not going to happen, but if random Funko... He created a monster, he has no idea what he created. But if random Funko Land person ever somehow manages to hear this video and hear me talking about this, thank you. I have no way of ever, like,
no way around
knowing anything. Like, it just... Forever lost to the void. Mysterious Funko Land guy. And then after this, I started to look more into like this style of game, and I played Final Fantasy VII, which then led me to Final Fantasy VIII, which then just steamrolled into... Should post this on TikTok, that would help. It didn't take much to ruin Cat. No. No, not at all. But yeah,
you ready for this?
We can win this.
Just thank you, random Funko Land guy. Yeah, so the first time I played this was like late 1999, early 2000s.
That was easier than I thought. Whoa, very nice.
It has been my favorite game for 20 plus years, yes. Where is that? So, fun fact, there are paintings you can get that are literally just actual paintings, and when you use them in combat, they cast spells. So, like, I just picked up a copy of The Scream from a random chest in a random cave on a random underdeveloped planet. Yep. Original character art. Definitely original character art. Now the art for Claude, Reina, and Celine. Okay, so like the art isn't bad. The portraits aren't awful, but like there's just something about the original art that is super nostalgic for me. Now there are late game villains that have their own portraits that yeah, the characters also look a lot younger. This is the updated art. Star Ocean 2 never got the remaster treatment that First Departure did, so I don't have the option of displaying like the original art. It's only the new art. But yeah, the Reina looks younger, even though they aged her up a year in Second Evolution. Like it's only if you have the pictures on stream. Yeah, like maybe whenever I put this on YouTube, I can put up like the side-by-side comparison or whatever. But no, late game though, a bunch of villains have their own portraits, and the portraits feel very phoned in compared to the the portraits feel very phoned in compared to the new art. You did. You even had someone come to your DA to comment on it.
We got enemies.
We can win this.
Now, the art that they used for Anastasis, the mobile game, was fantastic. The one villain's art for the mobile game was just so good. And that's one of the big reasons why I really want them to eventually do a Oh, was that Shin? Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, the original art has like that 90s anime feel. So like super nostalgic. But yeah, no, the one of the reasons I want Star Ocean 2 to get the R
Seems
treatment
like a
that
fight
First
is in
Departure
order.
did is because I really want them to have like the classic style art that they gave one.
That's one for us.
Because I would use the heck out of the R portraits. Because they would match the sprites, anyway. That's the only reason I didn't use them in First Departure. Dead end. Did we make a wrong turn somewhere? Looks like it. All that's here is this weird rock formation. Odd. The map says there's supposed to be a treasure room up ahead. You think that's, a fake? Oh, it couldn't be. By the way, Reina? Yes? You can use healing spells, right? How do those work? I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. I just woke up one day and I could cast them. There aren't any healing symbols in the field of symbology, you know. Oh? No, I didn't know. This map was expensive, too. Should we search for another path? I suppose we'll have to. Celine, would you mind if I had a look at that map? Isn't there something written here? It's kind of small, but I think it's talking about spells or something. You're right, it's pretty faded, but it's definitely there. Why don't we do what it says then? Might as well give it a shot. Sturgeon or the Goonies. Passageway. We did it. Let's go. We are gonna save.
The enemy, is it?
We better be careful.
I'm still not very good at varying up my voice much. Why is Celine not doing... Oh, Celine's out of MP. Oops. I will do it.
They were just way too weak.
Next question. Which route did you play first as a kid? Claude or Anna? I played Claude first. Yeah, I ended up playing Claude's playthrough first, because I identified... Oh, hi, Doctor! Better with Claude. But afterwards, I went through and played Reyna's, and then I flip-flopped, like, hard between everything. Again, I used to have a memory card, just 15 slots, all full of Star Ocean saves. How you doing, Doctor?
Got you! Got you! Got you!
That's good to hear.
That was easier than I thought.
And we're gonna come around here and open this chest. Oh! Thank you, I would appreciate that, Apricot.
Bingo! Here it is.
This is it?
What is that thing?
Some kind of ancient text. Not that I can read it or anything, though.
How sad. This is beyond my deciphering ability. I guess we have no choice but to take this back to my home and consult with the Elder.
Well, that or find a linguist. Otherwise, we've hit a dead end.
Very true.
Now, fun fact, you can actually completely skip the boss fight for this dungeon.
Behind us!
Because they're triggered by opening this last chest here.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
But because I want the experience and money, we are going to open that. Oof. Definitely need to get biology up. Do they re-record the voices? Oh, these are re-recorded voices. So they did new portraits and they did new voices for the PSP remaster. They also sharpened up some of the pre-rendered textures and redid a lot of the like world textures. It's like the world map is a little honestly, it's a little more saturated. What the? The treasure chest's empty. Like they sharpened it and or not saturated, what's the word I'm looking for? They sharpen the textures, and then, like, honestly, the textures are a little duller in color. So, desaturated?
This looks difficult.
Look out! Here they come! Air slash! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Yeah, they re-recorded all the voice lines. Oh, all the voice lines.
Meteor! Palm! Meteor! Palm! Ha!
Okay.
Laser beam! Ha! Take this! Ha! Ha! Chip! Chip! Ha! Ha! Take this!
Yeah, an option to play with the original, So, the thing though was that, in the original, the cutscenes weren't voiced at all. The voices were only used for combat lines.
That was easier than I thought.
So, like, Claude just saying that was easier than I thought, that was one of the only times you would hear him talk in the original game. Same with all the other characters.
Ooh, great!
Like, there was a little bit of narration over the opening cutscene,
Very nice.
and then in combat, everyone would shout out their attacks, or they'd make, like, their combat noises and do their post-combat lines, but that was it. That was the only time anything was voiced. So, like, all the new voice acting, they also recorded all of the new, recorded a lot of voice acting for the in-game dialogue. That just wasn't there before.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Aw, sad boy.
Got you! Ha! Ha!
Poor Albus.
Laser beam! Ha! Ha! Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10. Oh no!
Careful now!
Ha! Ha! Take this!
Give Albus your love and Quincy the middle finger. You know what? That is fair.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Actually, Quincy is napping really cutely on
Ooh,
the chair right now. Just nice and curled up on the blanket on the rocking chair.
We got enemies!
There's no way around it, I guess.
Ha! Take this! Air slash! Ha! Ha! Ha!
I almost wish I had higher difficulties unlocked. Star Ocean 2 is going to be a fair bit easier to play through than First Departure was.
We got enemies!
Seems like a fight is in order.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
She is the most lovey-dovey, just
one for us.
sweetheart in the world. Until you turn your back on her and then she destroys everything you love. This is, okay, no, this is still good. No, I think this is a dead end.
You ready for this?
Seems like a fight is in order.
We're still finding those beads.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Yeah, this is a dead end. Whoops.
We got enemies!
Be careful. Air slash! Ha! 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 Well,
was
I'd
an
say that's
easy
worth
win.
10 out of 10. Here they come.
We better be careful!
Ha! one for us.
Weak.
Here they come.
We better be careful.
Ha! Take this! Ha! 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 Take this!
That
That's
was
one for
pretty
us.
weak.
We got enemies.
We can win this. I hope. Take this! Ha! 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 Take this!
I'm sure he's not gonna.
That was
was an
easier than I
easy
thought.
win.
Yeah. My manager just told me to make sure I stop at 8 tonight. We'll see what happens though.
Here they come!
Seems like a fight is in order.
Ha! Ha! Take this! Ha! 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 Well, I'd say
than I
that's worth
thought.
10 out of 10. Whoa!
How much? Oh, okay. Decisions.
You two have been a lot of help to me, so let me thank you both.
Oh, you don't have to.
Our little expedition didn't turn up anything on the sorcery globe, though.
This is new. So it was the sorcery globe that you two have been fussing about.
That's right. And that's why we wanted to travel to the El Kingdom. Say, would you like to join us, Celine?
Claude?
Well, I just thought that your symbology could be a real asset to us on the trail.
I could certainly give it some thought.
Really?
Certainly. As in whether or not the pretty lady over there is okay with it, of course.
Alright, what do we, for a second thought I was talking about my work manager. I was very confused. Nope, stream manager, apricot. Alright, so what do we think, chat? Should we have Celine join us? Please travel with us. Alright, then looks like overwhelming majority, we are bringing Celine with us.
Oh, I'm sure Reyna wouldn't have any problem. We'd be happy to have you along. Right, Reyna?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I think I will take you up on the offer.
Excellent. Back to our original plan, then. Our next destination is Kurik.
Celine has joined the party. So, fun fact, you can actually turn her down here, and if I remember correctly, we get a second option to recruit her later. Okay, so North Kurik, Northwest Mountain Palace, East Mars, East Hurley, Southwest Cross, Southeast Cross Cave. So, trying to think. There is an hour left in stream. There is a certain item I need for shenanigans, but I need a lot more money before I can do that. We're gonna do a little bit of, I don't know, chat. What do you think? Should I do some game-breaking shenanigans on stream here, or do you want me to just progress the story for now and then do that off-stream? Break game? Game break. I should like a sparrow egg between thigh. Alright, well then we are going to hold off and go into Kurik for now, and instead we're going to make our way to the port town of Harley.
Just some random minions.
Don't underestimate them.
Windblade! Ha! 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 Ha!
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Shouldn't have to break the game too terribly hard. Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to... We are going to do some cheesing, though. Weren't we supposed to be going to Kurik? Oh yeah, right. Isn't Kurik much further to the north of here? So we are now in... How long is it between when you first played SO2 and you got to play the first one? Oh, so the first time I played the first game, I want to say it was in 2009, I got my hands on a translated ROM of the original Super Famicom game. And I played it for all of 10 minutes. I wasn't able to really do as much as I would have liked. And then it was a few years oh, I don't have the mud boots. I can't get over to the flame sword.
There's
Rip.
no going any further with this swamp in the way.
Couldn't remember if the sword was before or after the swamp.
Look out! Here they come!
This looks a bit formidable.
Take this! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah!
So there is a sword in here that is stronger than what we can buy in the shops at the moment. But I can't get to it yet. But yeah, so in 2008, 2009, I got my hands on a translated ROM of the original Super Famicom game. Didn't really get to play it much, didn't get very far in it.
Looks a bit formidable.
And then it wasn't until, I want to say, 2011, 2012, that I finally was able to get a PSP. And then I bought my copy of First Departure. So it was probably around 12 years between playing between first playing Star Ocean 2 and then playing the remake of Star Ocean 1. Yeah, we're supposed to go to Kurik. I bought the games before you did, if I remember correctly, and then I was so hyped about it that you then went and bought them too. Sour syrup. Because you wanted to see what all the hype was about. But anyway. It's having the context like a holy grail. Kind of. It, being able to see, like, Ronix and Ilya and getting some of that, backstory, at least to the opening scene, was pretty interesting. Welcome. Feel free to make yourself at home. They got the games and then Lunar Silver Star story. Yeah. Just as spells have elemental attributes like fire or water, weapons and armor can have the same attributes. The flame sword, sold in this village for example, has been imbued with fire. Normally these items have positive attributes such as doubling or halving damage, but some have negative attributes as well. But even these negative attributes can be cancelled out by positive attributes of other elemental items. By carefully combining the right equipment, your life will become much easier. Thank you, random shopper. Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry, dearie. I can't hear properly in my old age. And there's Flame Sword, which we are going to skip on buying gear for now, because I am broke and I need a lot of money for something else. But if you... Once again, Reina with her spiked knuckles as her healing weapon. I'll never get over that. This was my first real JRPG too, so seeing Reina with knuckles, I was just like, oh, that's neat. Yeah, bop the HP into you, yep. Seeing Reina with knuckles was neat, but then every other game, the healer using his staff or something, it's just like, oh, okay. We are going to Celine's room, stealing a silk robe. Equipment wizard. Wish I could just turn off equipment wizard. More like a gentle massage with my fists. So she actually does make a decent fighter for the early game too. So like if I were to take control of her, I could use her as a melee combatant. I don't think there's a... No, there's no skill merchant here. I could use her as a melee combatant for the first half of the game, but she does quickly get outclassed as things go on. And her weapons start to focus more and more on magic stat over having any attack value. Port Town of Harley. If you want to be a sailor, you've got to have the right attitude. You can sell the liqueur from this town. Okay, so the big reason we're here in Harley is to go to the skill merchant, which is up the hill. Hold on, no, I don't want advice on skills. Instead... Okay, Knowledge 2 has Determination, Danger Radar, Pure... Okay, we want to buy Sense 2. You're buying Sense 2. Sense 2 gives us our Determination. But it also gives us... Purity. Purity is a really neat skill that is almost useless. So we're gonna put a couple points in Determination until we can get Purity down to kind of cheap. Put 4 points in. And we got 6,221 full. Put a few levels into Purity. Brings us up to 12,621. Purity gives a chunk of full for every level you put into it. He sure is, isn't he? So then we'll bring Determination up to 4. 3, 4. Okay, we're at 20,000 fall. 1, 2, 3... Let's see how much I can afford. No. Celine doesn't have nearly as much speed to spend. Okay, so that puts us up to 19,121 fall. Which is good progress. Don't mind what I just did. Did not mean to do that. The emulator has a fast forward function that goes way too fast. Doesn't work the same as before in First Departure. So, our target item that we want to buy is the Thief's Glove here. This is used for pickpocketing. In First Departure, it was a lot cheaper because it wasn't nearly as useful. But in Second Evolution, there's a few unique accessories that you can only get with this. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get as much money as I would have liked out of the purity. So we are going to have to sell some things. Then we're probably gonna have to do a little bit of money grinding. I'm just gonna sell a lot of these item creation things because there's not much use to them quite yet. Balance card 2. Okay, so in order to actually survive our item grinding, we do need to get our hands on some equipment. Before we buy anything from the weapon shop, there's a mansion up the hill here that we can raid. Other boots. 1200 fall. Getting us a little closer to our target. He does know it snowed today. He was yelling at me earlier and I took him out and he looked at the snow and he turned around and came back in. Sinclair. Ringmail. That's going to save us a good chunk of money. A better sword and armor for Claude. Okay. Purple amulet. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this on Reyna for now. No particular reason. Now we're gonna upgrade our equipment. Go shower, can you all keep cuts from making another nuclear bomb? I promise not to make a nuclear bomb if you go take a shower. Mostly because I don't have anyone that has the skills to make a nuclear bomb. Earlier in the game, yep. Yeah, unfortunately I am too early in the game to make a nuclear bomb. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Don't need any other skills from them for now. So yeah, purity is a good way to get a good chunk of money if you need it. Unfortunately, we're not quite high enough of a... can even mod your own life. We're not quite high enough of a level to really be able to take advantage of getting a ton of money from it. So we do got to do some money grinding the old-fashioned way. And the old-fashioned way is to travel to the other side of the continent and go beat up a bunch of worms to get rare metals to sell.
Oops! Look out!
We can handle this.
Fire bolts!
We will stop at Cross on our way past though, so I can stay at the inn.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10. Here they come!
We better be careful.
That was easier than I thought.
Stopping and Cross. Gonna rest. Aunt Rachel won't let us stay for free this time. Womp womp. Now we are heading to a completely optional dungeon area.
This looks a little rough.
This
Where
looks
we might
difficult.
actually get our butt kicked.
Energy arrow!
But this will also be really good for leveling up too.
Pure light!
Laser beam! Meteor! Palm! Ow!
It hurts to move.
Pure light!
I'd say that was
Finally
8 out of
over.
10. The power!
Excellent!
Yeah, enemies here kinda hit a little hard. This is meant to be a place that you come to later. Fortunately, we don't need to go super deep into here. We're actually going
We'd
to
best
go
brace
around the,
ourselves.
Don't let your
the
guard
Earth's
down.
move is yeah.
Energy arrow!
Yeah, Lascaux Mountains.
Well,
Too
I'd say
bad
that's
for
worth
you.
10 out of 10.
This isn't unexpected.
Yeah, this is the best place to power level, honestly. But we're not here to power level.
This looks a little rough.
This looks a bit formidable.
Well, this is the best place to power level early game on Cross Continent. Once you get to Liqueur, then there's another cave that is
That's one
so
prize.
much better for power leveling.
Whoa!
And once you're able to do it, there's a mountain pass that can spawn some much stronger enemies too that give more XP. The sprites know you aren't supposed to be there. Okay, so our real goal though was to come across the mountain through this desert. Now we're just gonna run around and try to get into fights here in the desert.
This is bad.
This looks a bit formidable.
These are what we want to fight.
Energy arrow!
Yeah, late night Denny's runs. The food wasn't great, but the company was.
Energy arrow!
That's one for
Nice.
us.
So they give 650 full or 30 full, which isn't much, but they drop orichalcum. Orichalcum can sell for a solid chunk of money. So we're just gonna grind out these guys for a little bit. Coffee land party. Honestly, that doesn't sound awful. You know, I am going to actually... Oh. And that's why you shouldn't use fast forward, because holy moly. The console gaming problem, the sponge TVs, beanbags, everyone, they're looking... Oh, shoot. Resurrection elixir, quad. Yeah, these hourglass guys are the most, definitely the most dangerous part of this place.
It hurts to move. Reina.
Help me.
Yep, game over. Like I said, not supposed to be here. So I think, I'm gonna go ahead, that's why we're saving though. We're gonna move to an escape formation so we can yeet when we need to. And I'm just gonna run away from any of the hourglasses and only focus on fighting the worms.
Don't let your guard down.
Let's get out
It
of here.
hurts to move. Reina.
Oh wow. Sure took everybody a long time to flee.
Your guard down.
Energy arrow.
This is a strange dork. I will vouch for you.
Make you pay for that.
Yeah. You know, I think, we are gonna do a little bit of power leveling in the mountain first. Oh, that was loaded too far back. There we go.
This looks difficult.
This looks a little rough.
Yeah, because those worms are the real target, but everything else there kinda hits a little too hard.
Energy arrow. Sorry.
I'd say that was
Good.
8 out of 10.
Ooh, great.
Very nice.
These guys give a good chunk of experience for this point in the game, and not bad amount of money. Oh, actually, while I'm leveling, surprised the game let you cross over the mountain this early. No reason to stop me, really. I'm going to use the SP from this that we're getting from power leveling here to level up determination, and then I'll start putting points into purity. We may not even need to farm the
Be careful.
might not even need to farm the worms.
Energy arrow.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of the power.
What I should have done was I should have waited to level up purity earlier until I maxed out determination, but
Be careful.
I was in a rush.
Energy arrow.
So, pro tip for you guys if you ever want to play: max out determination, then put money in the, or put SP into purity so that you can get a ton of money.
This looks difficult.
Be careful!
Yeah, the only thing that's really gated in the mountain is actually ascending the mountain itself, going to the summit and fighting the boss up there. Because the already subscribed to Ket SO2 tips years ago. You had no choice to subscribe to that. But yeah, the boss at the top of the mountain only spawns depending on your party composition. It can spawn sooner or later, but it doesn't spawn
This looks
yet.
a little rough. This looks a bit formidable.
It was not mandatory. This mountain is completely and 100% optional.
I don't want to lose.
The only thing it's mandatory for is if you want to actually complete the quest for one of the characters you can recruit. Oh, the kits? Yeah. Oh yeah, no, hearing me talk about this game was absolutely mandatory.
That was easier than I thought. The power!
Excellent!
Okay, now determination is maxed out on Claude, and Reyna, and almost on Celine. So further levels can let us put SP into purity and get us some money.
This is bad.
We'd best brace ourselves.
Wait, what am I looking for? Oh, I don't have any blackberries.
Sorry, I don't want to lose.
How about this? Firebolt!
I don't want to lose.
You won't get away with this.
Meteor! Palm!
There we go.
How about this?
I'm
Anyone
glad
hurt?
everyone's safe.
The power!
I'm quite happy with this.
And I just got a Wailand sword. So, Wailand sword was the strongest weapon that you could purchase in shops in First Departure for Erotic. It is an early weapon for Claude, but it is a huge upgrade to anything else we can get on Cross Continent. Everyone's looking a little rough. I'm actually going to head back to Cross. I'm going to use the fast forward function.
Oh,
It's available,
these
so I might
guys
as well.
again.
We can handle this.
Sorry.
How about this? Firebolt!
That's one for us.
Nice!
It wasn't me, I swear. I did not make a bomb or anything. Wasn't Sayaka either. If Peach is here, it's probably Peach's fault. And boop, 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 boop. Doop, doop, doop. Would have saved so much SP if I had been smart about it. Oh well. You heard that? Switching for a giant cup of coffee. And we are at 131,000 fall. Alright, cool. So we don't need to do crazy game-breaking shenanigans and farming stuff because we have the fall we need for it now. I broke the game in a different way. I just didn't have to level grind or farm a certain monster for it. Only bomb I dropped is Blanquette is crispy garlic chili oil. Oh my lord, changed my life with that. He did, it was fantastic. Let's get past
Don't
that.
underestimate them.
That's one for us.
Yeah, the purity trick is something I didn't know when I was younger. So I used to spend all that time to like power level in the cave, and then go and power level in the forest around Mars, and then power level in the mountains, and then move on to the desert. But as you guys just saw, purity is a much, much faster way to get that money. Now we're gonna buy a thief glove. Oh, alright. Lord, I cannot type. So, first departure on the Switch and on the PS4, if you hold R2, it does a very manageable fast forward. But running on the emulator here, holding R2 just is like ridiculously quick. You can't control it. After playing first departure, I keep hitting the button and just sort of yeet forward, and it's awkward.
That was easier than I thought.
What it does is it actually speeds up the emulation completely, so it also like triples the speed of the music. And so our next target now that we have our bandit glove, or thief's glove, imitation, poker face, pickpocketing.
We can do this.
Here goes.
We are now finally making our way to the town of Kurik.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Maybe. I think they're actually mandrakes. Thank you, carrots. So, up that way is the Mountain Palace, which is another semi-optional dungeon.
Be careful.
We better be careful.
Shit.
Pay for that. Laser beam.
I say semi-optional because they're... You can completely skip... Well, okay, it's completely optional, rather. So you can completely skip it in the course of the game, but depending on your character roster and what you're doing, there are good reasons to go and do it. And if I remember correctly, there's one character that you actually can't recruit unless you do it with another character. could be remembering incorrectly, though.
Oh, it's these guys again.
We can handle this.
Favorite enemy mob? For ease of fighting, probably those balloon guys that we saw on the mountain there. All they do is they suck away your MP. So if they're the only ones that spawn, it's literally just a free kill. You won't have any MP afterwards. Outside of that, design-wise, and for just my first, like, not to split off my host's enemies, nope, hate those. No, there are these giant fire-breathing salamanders that are kinda awful to fight. Like, when you first fight one, it's almost like a mini-boss. They're probably one of my favorite enemy mobs, though, because, like, it was the first time I actually, like, felt that oh shit feeling whenever I played this game. So we have reached the town of Kurik, and we're doing a private action. I believe I shall explore the harbor. I saved outside because you need to. So Kurik is a cute little port town.
Residents of Kurik, you must leave this town at once. A great storm of destruction is on its way towards Kurik at this very moment.
What's going on here?
This woman was just shouting some nonsense.
She's claiming that Kurik is about to be completely destroyed, and that the only way to survive is to get away from the town right now.
Well, that's silly. How could that possibly happen?
There is still time to act. Please, you must begin evacuating at once. There is not much time left, I beg you. Please, you must believe me.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Poor girl. Something must have gone loose in her head.
The ogre creature telling us campus is about to be destroyed. You think that's true? If it is, the town's residents can be in serious danger. I'm sure she's just spent a little too much time at the bottle. The idea that the entire town could be destroyed is just too far-fetched to take seriously. Okay. You know what? I'm playing on an emulator. I'm going to take advantage of the features that it offers me. Please, you must believe me. Pickpocket failed. For the sake of stream, we are doing it the quick way. So you can only attempt to pickpocket each character or each NPC once. Yes, maybe. Pickpocketing with your party with you, so not in a private action, doing the act of pickpocketing can decrease your relationship values with your allies. In First Departure, it was just a static, or just a combined relationship value thing. In Second Evolution, there's two values actually, romance value and friendship value. And pickpocketing with your party around decreases both. There is argument online about whether or not your values are affected during private actions as well. I know the old Prima strategy guide says that if you're in a private action, you don't lose relationship values. Honestly, though, I've seen enough people say that you do, that I'm always a little wary about it. But You can also pickpocket your friends and get some gear off of them. And I don't know if you don't lose value for doing it in a private action, I don't know if getting caught does drop your values. But usually for just the sake of not having to deal with all of that, I normally only pickpocket from a few select NPCs throughout the game. Now, you can, if you want to use the publishing skill, you can completely ignore that, because every NPC under the publishing skill, or every party member under the publishing skill can write a unique book. One that sets your friendship value with them to a static 8, and another that sets your romance value to an 8. So, like, if you really ruin your relationship with all of your NPCs or all of your PCs by using pickpocketing on everyone and using contraband and just tank your friendship values, you can use publishing to reset everything to 8. I might need to level a little bit. So the reason we're doing this is because she has a unique item that only she gets. Dance, if you want to, you can pick those pockets of friends, or friends who pick pockets of no. I'm gonna give it a couple more times, and if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna go and level up a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I think my pickpocket skill needs to be higher. So we're loading our save outside of town. Any significant changes to the combat system between 1 and 2? Well, between first departure and second evolution, no, it is the exact same engine. There are no real changes to the combat system, other than the way that special arts work. In first departure, a special art was just a special art. It didn't matter where you were standing when you used it, it always had the same effect. In second evolution, pulling from second story, the way that it works is, so if you look here, Air Slash, up top it has two names, Air Slash and Shockwave Swirl. Either way, Claude will always say Air Slash, but if I'm far away, what happens is I send out a sort of like air blade that travels between me and the enemy. But if I'm close, then I do that circular motion that Roddick's Shockwave Swirl did. That's really the only difference in the combat between First Departure and Second Evolution. The original version of Star Ocean 1 was obviously very different because it was a Super Famicom game. And I had a hard time understanding the combat while playing on an emulator, which was part of the reason that I never... I tried it once, I couldn't figure it out, I got beat by the first bandit chief that comes into town, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to try to figure this out later, and then I never had time between schoolwork and everything else. Ooh. Ripperoni. Yeah, if you say so. I never played Tales of Fantasia either. But that makes sense because because Trias was made up of a bunch of people who left the original team that did Tales.
That's one for us.
They splintered off and made Triace because they felt that they didn't have enough creative freedom to actually do what they wanted with the game.
This looks difficult.
Don't let your guard down. Ha! Yeah! 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 Ha! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Sorry. Yeah! Yeah!
Now, between second story and second evolution, there are a number of changes to the combat system. And this is actually showing off really well. So, while I'm far away from the Stingwit, right? If I go to attack, Claude does that jump to hit, and then if I'm close, he just swings his sword up. In second story on the PSX, you jumped every time. So, like, trying to fight a flying enemy from close range was a real pain because your character would always jump and you'd end up bapping your head off of them.
This is bad.
As well, in the original game, you didn't have that 3-hit combo, you could only do a single hit. But now, we can do... Well, the enemy died, but now we can do a 3-hit combo with your melee fighters.
Ooh, great!
Another change is that in on the PSX, because you had 4 shoulder buttons, you could have 4 killer moves. Oh, that hurt. You could have 4 killer moves assigned to your fighters, but because of the way that the PSP only has 1 left and 1 right shoulder button, you can only assign 2 killer moves now. They also made a slight change to the magic system, too, on the PSX version of the game. So, we come here to status. There are 6 elements that you have to worry about for attack and defense. Fire, water, wind, earth, light, dark. And you can see how they oppose each other on the wheel there. There were, I want to say, 10 originally, because there was also thunder, void, gravity, and... oh shoot, what was the last one? It might have just been space. So like space and void were opposite elements. So whenever they remastered the game for the PSP, they cut down the number of elements you had to worry about. And then on the PSX version, there was a interesting mechanic where if 2 spellcasters cast a spell at the exact same time, then it would actually show the effects from both spells. And if it was your allies who did it, then the effects of both spells would go off at the same time. If it was ally versus enemy, it would show the effects of both spells, but then the person with the higher magic stat would get their spell effect would take off.
That was easier than I thought.
Very nice.
It was extremely rare because it had to be like pixel perfect same timing. I think I was on disc 2 the first time I ever saw it.
This looks difficult.
But that was a feature that they dropped in the remaster as well.
That was easier than I thought. The power!
I almost forgot what I was doing. Pickpocketing 7 should be high enough. So now we can head back to Kurik. I know it. New save state, and... Sprite's Bracelet. There we go. So, Sprite's Bracelet is a unique accessory that you can only get from her. Doubles earth damage, brings a bit of fortune to the wearer, provides no other stats. The voice actor for Inuyasha, the one says, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Oh, maybe! I mean, the previous game had Yuri Lowenthal, so... And there we go. So what the Sprite's Bracelet does is, as you're walking, it just randomly gives you items. If I remember... Amulet of Anti-Venom. If I remember correctly, Spected One. So, this is probably one I won't have equipped during stream, because you see how, ridiculous it is. Bling, bling, yeah. There's another accessory just like this that you can get later on in the game at the end of Disc 1 equivalent. That has a different item pool that it can drop. That one you can find in a treasure chest, though. But if I remember right, this one was called Mischief in Second Story. Yeah, I'm actually going to unequip it for now. Oh, it is a secret klepto. I'm gonna unequip it for now, just so that we're not getting the, Offer some protection. Yeah, so that's one of the first major secrets of the game, is stealing the sprite bracelet from the fortune teller during the private action in Kurik. So to remind everybody why we're here, we came to Kurik to catch a boat to the continent of El, so that we can continue our investigation to the Sorcery Globe. Welcome to Kurik, a ship docked in the harbor right now. Fire acquired. Looking good. I think I'll go hit the town now. How long has it been since the Sorcery Globe landed on Aloria? Welcome to my shop. Hope you'll be spending a lot. I will be buying a sampling of berries. Couple resurrection elixirs. Thank you, please come again. Kurik's basically a tourist spot. The best way to enjoy it is to take your time, like me. Hey, hurry up in there! Heck. I'm not drunk, not at all. I don't know if he still gives it or not, but in Second Story, the person inside the bathroom was actually sick, and you could pickpocket rotten sashimi off of him through the door. I can't afford more than this one drink, so I'm gonna drink it real slow. When you drink, drink hard. That's how you show respect to alcohol. We've got all the latest weapons and armor to come into our port. Take a look around. Okay, I'm not going to pick up the hard knuckles for Reyna because I know that I can get Acestus and Mars. That is better. In fact, I'm not in here to pick up. We use every ingredient and serve every dish known to mankind. Vegetables, grains, seafood. Nothing goes into our dishes except top quality ingredients and my top quality cooking. I'm having a hard time deciding whether I liked my meal or hated it. You think the dish just isn't all that good, or you think the chef messed up? I really liked it, actually. That had an interesting flavor. I wonder where that dish is from. Oh my god, the outfit is like so dull. You won't even find that in like Arlia. My god, can't you like see them changing? Oops. Welcome to the trendiest shop in all across. We only sell the latest in high street fashion. Hey, you still got some ice cream on your mouth. Did you wipe it off for me, baby? Hello, how would you like some fresh bread that's just come out of the oven? Aw, yeah. Please come again. I can't make up my mind about what I want. Our guild, we offer the information on following skills. I think I already bought most of these. Except for maybe Combat 1. Thank you for your purchase. Yep, okay. What a romantic view. What a beautiful view. Ah, it takes me back to when I was a boy. Just staring at the couple. Nothing weird about that. Have you ever been to Cross Castle? The king will see anyone as long as they schedule an audience with him. Come in, let me tell you your fortune. Baba, the fortune teller. A good light shines on you from above. Just remember to do your best at all times. It's just so nice to be here no matter what the time, no matter what time of the year. It certainly is, isn't it? Give me a second, because I think you guys might have heard that. Hey kids, go play somewhere else, will ya? But we want to play here. No fair. To get to Eloria, you'll have to travel by ship to Tanoi first. Whoa, I almost tripped over you. Stop lurking around me, unless you want to cause an accident. Tanoi, that's a port town in L. I'm a bit worried about selling on this ship.
You getting on? I'll need to see a permit, please.
You mean this?
Well, I'll be damned. You actually got a real travel permit.
Well, yeah. We got it from the king.
Wow, I would have never guessed from the way you look.
Rude.
So when is this ship departing?
We'll be shoving off whenever they finish loading the cargo.
Oh, not too long then.
I can't be too sure of that. Tell you what, we'll wait up for you, so why don't you come back later? You know, poke around town a bit.
Okay.
Well, we've got some time. How about we have a seat on that bench? Ow!
He just came out of nowhere.
Are you all right, Claude?
Yeah, I'm fine. That was really rude of him. He could have at least apologized. Huh?
What?
What's wrong, Claude?
Hey! My wallet's missing!
What?
Are you serious?
That kid must have stolen it.
If that kid was behind it, we will definitely need to teach him a lesson.
Scary.
We need to find that kid first. What did he look like again?
He was pretty small, and I think he had blue hair.
That sounds about right to me.
All right, let's have a look around town.
A little boy, did you say? It's good to see little boys running around with such energy, isn't it? I don't know. It's not like we were watching you or anything. Oh, hey, Conan. I was just watching this guy the whole time. Gross. I think a child of that description lives near the town entrance. These kids have taken over this area, and now they just get in my way when I'm trying to work. Kettle's usually playing by himself near the bar. Isn't that Kettle? He's the one who's always playing by himself.
Finally gotcha!
What are you doing? Let me go!
How about you giving us back the wallet you stole first?
What are you talking about? I didn't steal no wallet.
Really now? You better not be lying.
Claude. It's okay if you don't know what we're talking about, but if you do know something about it, it would be really nice of you if you can tell us, okay? You know, if we don't have any money, then we'll be stuck here and we won't be able to continue our journey. You haven't seen any wallets lying around on the ground or anything, have you?
Whoa, you're traveling? But you didn't have enough money in your...
So it was you!
Don't scare him like that, Claude. Listen, we aren't angry at you, okay? Just tell us what you were gonna do with the money. Was there something you wanted to buy?
I can get anything I want already.
So why then?
I just wanted to play a trick on you.
Huh?
I'm not some sheltered rich kid, okay? I'm a big macho sailor and I can do anything I want. Guess I showed you, didn't I?
So that's why you stole the wallet?
Nobody ever wants to play with me. They think I'm too rich and stuck up to be with them.
Oh, brother.
Well, now I understand.
So, what are we going to do with this boy?
How about we get our wallet back for starters?
Here, I'm sorry.
What next? I know. Why don't you guide us around Kurik until our ship departs? I promise we won't tell on you.
Huh?
We're new in town, so we'd like someone who knows this place well to show us around. You know what I mean?
Good idea, Claude.
Need I remind you about sparing the rod?
So you want me to be your tour guide?
Could you?
Sure, I'll do it. It sounds like fun.
My name's Reina. What's yours?
Kettle.
And my name is Celine.
And I'm Claude. Good to meet you.
All right, off we go then.
You got it. Leave it to me.
Oh, we got our wallet back. Now we got a tour guide. Oh, only the nanny's home. Okay. Hello, Master Kettle. What have you been up to today? I'm taking these people on a tour around Kurik. Hello. Really? Oh, but won't you need any help, Master Kettle? I'm Claude. What's going on here? Master Kettle has apparently been showing these people around Kurik. They wouldn't be attempting to kidnap my son by any chance, would they? My lord. Excuse me? Why else would anybody want to spend time with my little Kettle? Why can't you see that there's other reasons people might want to hang around with him? Well, I can't imagine what those other reasons might be. Your luggage is all packed now, ma'am. Good, I'll be leaving in the next few minutes. Worried her son's getting kidnapped and she just leaves. Kettle, darling, you must remember that you are the heir to this family. You must learn to refrain from taking part in such frivolous activity. What's her problem? Shh, Claude, she's still his mother. Master Kettle, please stay safe. Your mother's always telling me to keep a better eye on you. Kettle, no wonder people think he's not liked. His parents named him after the first kitchen pot.
Did you feel that?
Me? Not really. Oh, right! Hey, mister!
What is it, Kettle?
They call this place Fountain Square. Bet you didn't know that.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't know that.
Well, wait till you hear this. Fountain Square is the busiest part of town. They've got a restaurant, a clothing store, and all kinds of other shops too.
Huh, neat. Do you play here with your friends, Kettle?
Well, anyway, that's Fountain Square. Let's go hit up some of those shops.
Why don't you go to the kitchen? I'll have the chef cook up something special for you. That smells good. Claude, he already made it clear he doesn't have friends. That was mean. Yeah. Did the owner say you could walk in here? Yep, that's right. Like father, like son. Hey, Claude, let's have something to eat. Are you sure it's okay? Yeah, go ahead. Wow, look at all that food, Claude. They all look delicious. Of course they do. I cooked them all myself. Alright, do we want to try the Tom Yum soup? The lutefisk? Not... lutefisk. But we're not doing the food time in the Star Ocean world. Yeah, we're not doing the lutefisk. What do we think we should do, chat? Kurik says soup. Apricot says, is it natto or natto? Natto, okay. So, we got a natto. We got 2 nattos. Okay, going once. Going twice. Natto. Can't wait to try it. Does this sound good, Kettle? Yeah. What's with this dish? It's all sticky and gooey, and it smells funny. It's actually really good, Claude. Nothing goes into our dishes except top quality ingredients and my top quality cooking. Natto's beans not. Give it to my students if it was served. Well, the other options are lutefisk. Well, one of the other options was lutefisk, so Hey Claude, one of you should try on these outfits. Who do you think would look best in it? Should we have Claude, Reyna, or Celine dress up? One for Claude. Going once. Going twice. And... sold for Claude. Yeah, Claude, definitely. Huh? Me? I hope I look good in it. Which one, Kettle? This one. I go change into it, so could you guys look away? Alright, you can look now. That's funny. Please take it off, I can't stop laughing. Oh, that's too funny, it's hurting my stomach. Reyna and Celine's outfits are just as ridiculous. Sorry. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to upset you like that. Really didn't intend to mock you like I did. Yeah, the bartender works here too. But that was fun. I hope I can come back here with some friends. Yeah, nothing in the bakery. How would you like some delicious ice cream? Yeah, let's buy him some ice cream. I'll have a vanilla one, please. But I was gonna pay for them. Don't worry about it. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks. It's cold and delicious. Oh, just walk right through them. How about some crepes? Let's buy him a crepe. Thanks, guys. But I was gonna pay for them. And don't worry about it. Besides, you shouldn't need to worry about money when you're a kid. Thanks, Claude. It's delicious.
Okay.
Hey kids, would you mind playing with Kettle for a while?
Kettle? Aw, man.
I don't want to play with some rich kid.
Oh, come on, that's no reason to say no.
But that's what my mom told me. She said don't play with that rich kid.
My mommy said the same thing, too. But what does being rich have to do with who you play with?
Awful parents.
Kettle's been wanting to play with all of you for a long time. Don't you think that's what's important?
Kettle? You really want to play with us? Yeah, I do.
Then let's be friends. I always wanted to play with you, too.
I was kind of wondering what you were like too, Kettle.
Well, great. Come on, Kettle. Go have some fun with them.
But what about you guys? Don't worry about us. We've got to catch a ship to get on with our journey.
Thanks.
Kettle, over here!
Haha, yeah!
It's nice seeing children play together, isn't it?
I didn't realize you had a gentle side to you, Claude.
Actually, I'm more than a little surprised myself.
Anyway, we'd better get back to the business at hand.
Shall we get going?
These kids have taken over this area. Now they just get in my way when I'm trying to work. Just move to yell at them in another area.
Hey, you again! I think we're about to shove off.
Really?
Yep, sorry to keep you waiting. I got one more piece of cargo to load up, so if you got anything to buy or check up on one last time, go do it now.
Got it. You feel that? Whoa, again?
Help! Help me!
Ooh. Let's get out of here.
Honey! Honey!
Ah!
Ah!
The crepe shop. Gone forever. The earthquake killed my entire crew. It's a miracle I managed to survive.
Are you okay, Captain?
Yeah, nothing short of a miracle, actually. but my crew's gone, save for that guy over there.
That was quite a shock, I have to say. That bizarre wind and then that horrible rumbling.
So what are you going to do now?
A whole lot of nothing is what I'm gonna do. Can't do much without a ship. Let me give you a word of advice, though. You know I'm not the only way to get to L, right?
Oh?
Nope. First off, let me give you your royal travel permit back. Now take that permit with you to the Liqueur continent. If you ask the king over there nicely, I bet he can arrange for a ship to take you to L.
Liqueur?
Kind of out of your way, I know. But if you ask me, that's your best bet. You'll need to go through Harley first, though. That's a port city on the eastern edge of Cross.
So first to Harley.
You'll know you're going the right way if you see a village called Mars. Kurik's kind of out of the picture right now, so Mars is going to be the best place to stock up and get a good night's sleep before the voyage.
Mars. Got it.
You still seriously want to go to L after all this? You guys must be crazy.
Still a way to get to L. First head for Liqueur. You can go there from Harley, but I recommend resting in Mars on the way there.
Oh, man.
First an earthquake, then a tsunami. Oh my dear, has anyone seen my husband?
Kettle! There you are!
Hey, mister!
Where are your friends?
I could only find one of them.
Oh. What about your mother? How's she doing?
The lady of the house was out of town when the earthquake struck. She should be fine.
Well, I hope so.
Mister?
Hmm?
I'm glad you're okay, too.
Thanks.
Glad you're alright, Claude. I hope his mother is alright. A huge wave came out of nowhere and took everything away. First the earthquake, and now this tidal wave. It's the end of Kurik. That earthquake must have been right below us. Oh, Tria, please save us all. Oh, Tria, please save us all. Why did this happen to us? My shop. Oh, my shop. All my treasures got taken away by that wave. Ooh, thank God I managed to save all my limited edition Ken Nee comics. Yeah, so, guess we're not taking the boat from Kurik now. So, new plan. head to the port of Harley and catch a boat to Liqueur. And first we're going to stop at Mars to rest. And that is what we will do on Sunday, or today's Sunday, on Thursday. Because, just leaving this place to their disaster, there's not much we can do about it. I mean, what is a swordsman? I mean, okay, Reyna could probably heal some people, but like... But yeah, so, Ripperoni Kurik, so next Thursday we will go and make our way to Mars, and then from Mars we'll head to the port of Harley and see what's waiting for us on the core. Sucks about your town, bye! So yeah, that's it for the night. Thanks for watching. I'll catch everybody. Yep, no problem. I'll catch everybody on Thursday. Eventually, I'll start getting these uploaded to YouTube too. Yeah. See y'all on Thursday. Have a good night, everybody.